Come on.
Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem, tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's gonna run this town tonight? We gonna run this town.
We are, yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock.
Welcome to the MYBA Rangers Report. Each week I will review the action from the games we played, recap the lessons we learned, give you the practice schedule, and something to grow on for the next week. This week brought us a really good start for the season with 2 wins. While there's always improvements to be made, I feel pretty good about the effort we put in this weekend. And now, on to the games. In Game 1 of this Saturday's doubleheader, 2 Rangers pitchers teamed up for a no-hitter in a 6-inning 7-0 victory over the Orioles. Trent and Chris took big league dreams by storm, stifling the Orioles by striking out 10 and walking only 3. Trent had an impressive outing against the Orioles lineup, holding the Orioles hitless over 3 innings and allowing no earned runs while walking 3 and striking out 8. Trent earned his first win of the season. Chris earned a hold since it was not a save opportunity. On the offensive side of the ball, the Rangers went up for good in the 3rd inning, scoring 1 run on bases-loaded walk. The Rangers then scored 3 runs in the 4th inning on a ground out by Robert, a fielder's choice, and an error. Chris racked up 2 RBIs on 2 hits for the Rangers. The Orioles helped the Rangers by missing several critical fly balls and overthrowing a few plays defensively. The Rangers were helped defensively by great plays in the infield, backing up every throw and picking up the pitcher when things got dicey. The most exciting play of the game happened in the top of the 6th inning to close out the game. With the Rangers up 5-0 and no time to play, Ian hit a line drive to right field to get on base. After a strikeout by Joey, Chris hit an inside-the-park line drive home run to right center field, scoring both Ian and himself and putting the game out of reach for the Orioles, and saving the need for a defensive stand in the bottom of the inning. It was glorious. Here are the stats for the game. In the second game of the weekend, an early lead gives the Rangers an easy 12-0 victory over the Bandits. With 8 runs in the first 3 innings, the Rangers left no doubt about the eventual outcome. A steal of home by Joey during the 1st inning, and an RBI single by Logan, and a ground-out RBI by Luis in the 2nd inning helped the Rangers put some runs on the board early. Logan shook off the cobwebs at the plate, hitting a shot into the outfield, while Cannon and Dalton showed their toughness, getting hit by pitch 3 times between them. Cannon took the brunt of the abuses, getting hit once each by 2 different pitchers. All 3 hit-by-pitch episodes resulted in runs. Lane was in control on the bump, earning his first win of the season. The Bandits managed just 1 hit off the Rangers pitcher, who allowed no earned runs, walking 2, and struck out 8 during his 3 innings of work. Lane was relieved by Iron Man Trent, who closed the game strong, earning a hold to complement his win in the first game. The most exciting play of the game again included a heads-up play by Chris at shortstop. Luis lost control of an infield pop fly when the ball bounced out of his glove. Chris was in position to catch the ball on the rebound, saving the out and keeping the runners off base. Yet again, the visiting team helped the Rangers in their winning effort with defensive miscues, overthrows, and missed fly balls. Here are the stats for the second game. I know I gave out the game balls already, but looking at the stats and thinking about the game gives me a bit more perspective over what happened. Ian earned a game ball for following coaching and backing up plays in the first game. Trent earned a game ball for his pitching and hitting in the second game. There's one more player I'd like to recognize for the weekend. Chris was a real monster this weekend for his contributions at the plate, on the field, and on the mound. He had a hand in each of the 2 most exciting plays of the game. For that, I would like to award him the title of Player of the Week. Excellent job, Chris. I'll get something to you at practice either Tuesday or Friday. Many things went well this weekend, thanks in no small part to the efforts of the coaching staff. Special thanks go out to Josie, Ken, and Matt for excellent guidance on the base path, and to April for keeping book and keeping me straight. Also, pitching in was Lillian for feeding the boys in between games. And now, for the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. This team did a great job of backing each other up, both during plays and in between plays this weekend. My three proudest moments of the weekend were Ian's backup of the overthrow at first base, Chris's catch off of Luis's glove on the pop fly, and the solidarity the team showed the pitcher, calling their own conference at the mound when things got rough. Those are the kinds of things that make teams work. Keep picking each other up, guys. That makes me proud. Another good thing this team did this weekend is that we've bought into the concept of the quality at-bat. Every pitch is a contest, and every at-bat is a battle. It's our job to win that battle at the plate. A ball is a win. A two-strike foul ball is a win. Every time we get on base or make the pitcher throw 6 or more pitches in an at-bat is winning the battle. Each one of those little wins gets us closer to getting into the other team's bullpen. Most teams don't have enough pitchers to survive an onslaught of that type. The bad. We struck out way too many times this weekend. There were 18 total at-bats that resulted in a strikeout for the opposition. While most of those came after quality at-bats, I'd like to see us end those quality at-bats with runners on base far more often. We'll spend more time at the batting cage to work on getting the bat on ball more often and more effectively. The ugly. Tempers and excuses are the enemy. Mistakes will be made. It's a part of the game. When something doesn't go right, whether it's a bad strikeout or a missed ground ball, or you point your thumb at yourself before you point your finger at someone else. That's any finger, including the middle one. The other team will make good plays too. You don't have to throw hard to be a good pitcher. You aren't going to make every play. No excuses. Just do better next time. Along the same lines, getting mad doesn't solve anything either. In fact, you're playing into the other team's hands if you let anything make you angry. Baseball is a very mental sport. You have to learn from the past but live in the moment. If you let anything take you out of your calm place, it's a win for the opposition. Only you can control yourself. Never get too high and never get too low. No matter how good or bad it is, there's always the next play. As Yogi Berra used to say, it ain't over till it's over. After the first weekend of play, we have some pretty impressive looking numbers out there, guys. Logan leads the team in batting average at 600, with a three-way tie for second between Joey, Trent, and Robert at 500. Chris leads the team in RBIs with 4, and a three-way tie for second between Trent, Robert, and Ian with 2 each. Cannon leads the team for runs scored with 3, and a 6-way tie for second between Chris, Joey, Ian, Trent, Dalton, and Logan at 2 each. On-base percentage is led by Trent at .833, with a 4-way tie for second between Cannon, Logan, Robert, and Luis at 600. Slugging percentage is led by Trent with a 1,000 average. Chris is in second with an .857, and there is a 2-way tie between Lane and Logan at 800. Trent leads the team for walks with 4. Luis has 2. Cannon, Joey, Harley, Robert, and Dalton each have 1. Luis has not struck out, not once. Cannon, Joey, and Chris each have 3 stolen bases, while Trent, Robert, and Ian each have 2. Lane has 2 doubles. Trent, Logan, and Robert each have 1. Chris is our home run leader at 1. Batting average with runners in scoring position is led by Chris at 600, with Logan in second at 500, and Joey, Lane, and Robert sharing a .333 percentage. Joey takes the most pitches after 2 strikes, followed by Cannon, with Harley, Trent, and Chris also doing well in this category. Joey and Trent have taken 6 or more pitches in 3 at-bats. Harley, Lane, and Cannon have done so twice. Chris, Luis, and Ian have each done so once. Chris and Trent have 2 2-out RBIs. Lane and Robert each have 1. Joey, Trent, and Lane each have 4 quality at-bats. Chris and Luis each have 3. Harley, Cannon, Logan, and Ian each have 2. Lane leads the quality at-bat percentage at 800, Trent is in second with a .667, and Luis is in third at 600. Joey is also above 500 on this stat. Our pitching staff is not allowed a run this season. Chris is the leader in walks plus hits and per innings pitched with an astonishing 0. Trent and Lane each have a win. Chris and Trent each have 1 hold. They've combined for 22 strikeouts, and they have a batting average against of .031. I can't tell you how impressed I am. All in all, this is a really good start to the season. I'm impressed with your efforts. Here are the standings for the league. I'm going to have to go back to the good, the bad, and the ugly for a moment. Even though we've done well, baseball is a hard taskmaster. Overconfidence and bravado can kill a team. We got to where we are from practice, playing solid baseball, doing first thing first, and leaving it all on the field. Never underestimate an opponent. Never forget the process, and never think you're owed anything. We earn it all on the field. Never get too high, and never get too low. And never forget to practice. Speaking of the practice schedule, we're going to go back to the batting cages Tuesday night from 7:30 to 8:30. I reserved a tunnel so we can work on swings. Cannon has a game Wednesday night, and I have parents' night at school on Thursday night, so our next practice after that will be Friday from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. I'm hoping to work on crossfield throws, double plays, and hitting curveballs. Our next game is against the Red Wings. They're hurting after a couple of losses, and I don't want to let them take it out on us. One last word on practice. If you're only practicing baseball at called team practices, you're not practicing enough. All of you should be throwing as much as you possibly can, even if it's only against a brick wall. Practice your swing at every opportunity. Baseball is a game of repetition. Even if we practiced every day, it might not be enough. Come to team practices when you can, but when we don't have team practices, practice on your own. In the end, only you can decide how good you're going to be. Our next game is a home game against the Red Wings at 8 a.m. at Chandler Park. Yeah, you heard me right, at 8 a.m. They're a solid team whose only loss is against the Rockies. This game is really early in the morning, so we're going to have to come ready to play. Remember, Chandler Park is very different from Big League Dreams, so staying true to the process will be extremely important. We only play this team one time this season, so I really want you to show them what we're made of. They have solid skills, a smart coach, and a real desire to beat us. Let's not allow that to happen. We're the home team, so we need to be there early to set up the field. I'll be there by 7 o'clock. I'd like everyone else to be there by about 7:15. It's our only game for the day. My final thoughts. Winning is fun, but good, solid baseball is how we get there. There are 2 things I want you to always remember. Perfect practice makes perfect, and take your time as fast as you can. We are a team that cares about the process. We move on every pitch, we back up every play, and we battle on every at-bat. Never forget that the foundation of every win is doing things right. That's the way baseball go. I'll see you on the field.
It's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care.